Larry was a perfect definition of a dream man, tall, dark, incredibly handsome and unimaginably wealthy. He had everything a man could dream of: wealth, a luxury, and good looks. He was the man every woman desired and wanted to be with, the life of the party, and the center of attention. His presence alone commanded attention, and wherever he went, women adored him, always clingy to his side, drawn to his charisma and fortune. Social gatherings, clubs, and high-end parties were never complete without Larry. Everything about him screamed power and affluence. His cars were the latest models, his mansion was the envy of many, and his wardrobe consisted of the most finest and expensive designers. But despite his riches, there was one thing his money couldn't fix: his terrible mouth odor. His breath smelled worse than a rotten corpse. It wasn't just bad, it was so unbearable. The stench was so repulsive that even his closest associates kept their distance, talking to him from afar. The stench was so strong that anyone who stood near him had to hold their breath or find an excuse to leave. His breath smelled so awful that many people avoided getting too close to him, and it drove some people away. No one could explain it. People whispered behind his back, how could a good-looking man have such unbearable mouth odor? They wondered why a man so refined could have such dreadful breath. Some people whispered that it smelled like something had died inside him. His employees never stood too close, and his friends kept a distance. No one dared to ask him, but they all knew, being close to Larry was impossible. The only ones who endured it were women who were after his money. Women who see him as a ticket to luxury. They faked smiles, forced themselves to stay around him, and pretended not to notice his foul breath, all for the luxury lifestyle he provided. But deep down, Larry knew they didn't love him, they only loved what he had. Larry was frustrated. He longed for true love, for someone who would be with him not because of his wealth but because they truly cared and loved him. But every time he thought he had found the right woman, she would eventually run away, unable to withstand his bad breath for long. One fateful evening, Larry met Anita at an exclusive business gala. She was a smart, elegant woman who carried herself with confidence. Unlike others, she wasn't awestruck by his wealth. As they conversed, Anita suddenly caught a whiff of something unpleasant. Maybe he just ate something weird, she thought,